If there's one thing that Fortnite OG is doing well, it's that it's dusting off some of these old LTMs and letting them take the spotlight again. I remember absolutely loving 50v50 all the way back when it first dropped, and I'm excited to play it again. Every match pits 2 teams of 50 players against each other on the Chapter 1 map, but there's really no easier way to explain it than to just drop in. In our first game, the bus went right over Lucky Landing, the newest spot on the map with the Season 3 update, so I went ahead and landed there. By the time I left, I had some fairly decent loot. The explosives are pretty useful in 50v50. I also hit this nice hand cannon shot, flicking directly to their body. And here is probably the second worst part of this game mode, being the fact that player-built structures have more health. Yeah, sure, I didn't have much minigun ammo, but the fact it took that much to destroy a wood wall is absurd! Unfortunately, as the circle closed, our team got picked off, but I got some nice shots here and was downed. There's never much hope of your team reviving you in this mode. Game 2, I landed tilted, and aside from the gray burst, I left with some pretty decent loot. Actually, I went ahead and used that gray burst to steal this kill, and I'm not quite sure what this player was trying to do. Honestly, we just rolled the enemy team. We have half our team left when we won. Landed in retail row for game 3, and that's bot number 1, bot number 2, bot number 3, and bot number 4. This is the worst part about 50v50, the bots. Thankfully, directly after this match, Epic removed them, but the fact that they thought it was a good idea to add bots to this game mode at all is an indicator of a larger problem I don't have the time to get into. I ended up reviving this teammate I assumed would start helping out, but once they started slowly pickaxing the floor, I knew I just revived a bot. I don't even care, get me out of this match. Game 4, now without bots. Wait a minute, I know that name. I said something in the chat, and apparently people I know were in the match. Of course, I spent the whole time I should have spent looting talking to them, so I left Pleasant Park with loot worse than a beached whale. They asked where I was, and when I said what skin I was wearing, apparently one of the people I know were also wearing it. Game recognizes game. I don't know what I'm right here. Unfortunately, the enemy team was doing a good job of wiping us out and cut the reunion short. Hello, hi if you're watching this. I hope you're doing well. Game 5, nothing interesting happened. I barely even saw the enemy team and we won pretty handedly. 50v50 is fun, but if the teams are too imbalanced, it just becomes a race to see who can pull a numbers advantage first, and the lead just snowballs from there. Hit this decent shot in game 6, but unfortunately went down. Floof eventually rebooted me, and then... Anyway, so now it's 32 versus 3. Yay!
Yeah, I won by doing nothing.
The worst part about 50v50 is that nothing interesting ever happens early in the match for me to show you. So, let's just skip right ahead to the team fight, where...
Oh.
Shoot back! No! Oh, I won't let you destroy my world!
Shut the hell up.
I returned the favor and rebooted Floof, and honestly, reboot vans are a great addition to 50v50. I wish they'd allow you to reboot more people than just whoever's directly within your party, but I can understand the balancing reasons as to why we can't though. Really, not much else happened aside from this kill, and I met my idol. We won though. Pleasant Park for game 8.
Drive.
Adam? Adam Driver?
No.
Adam Driver? Adam Driver?
Stop.
Adam Driver? Took down this astronaut trying to safely land.
Oh, I just fell.
You got trolled.
Bitch. Ah! Stop!
An overall, easy match. Tilted in game 9 where I was forced to reboot Floof. This match went quick. The most I did was revive 2 people. And annoy Floof, but that's a given. Ended up on the wrong side of the bridge and got wrapped up in some gang violence. I was able to take one of them out though. I was pulled out of the dangerous neighborhood.
Iron Man, I'm kind of doing something.
Did you see his shoes?
Iron Man!
Although, got called back in for my expertise, but the next generation's just grown past me.
Sometimes when you talk, you make me want to kill myself.
You should tell Tej what you thought.
Oh, my Mikulings.
My game crashed.
Don't care, Mikulings.
First chest gave me a purple scar!
My fucking Christ, there's a bomb. What the hell? Who the fuck? You!
Did you turn around and shoot your shotgun instinctively?
Yes! Because I didn't know. I didn't see you behind me.
Wow.
I was like, who's gonna kill me? Who just sneaked up on me? And it's literally just you.
Yep. Like a Black Hawk, I was shot out of the air.
Oh.
Hey, what's up? Can I get some healing?
Ah!
This is why you build! This is why you build! Left Lucky Landing with some pretty mediocre loot, but I found a llama and peacefully tore it apart. Fighting erupted in the streets of Tilted Towers, and after a quick reboot, the fighting ended in the streets of Tilted Towers. Check out this heat of a combination I spent too much money on. Yeah, I make loadouts. I'm that guy. But you don't get to see much of it because my game crashed.
Oh, I love eating rocks for breakfast.
Minigun found its way into my box, and then my pump did 83 damage!
Okay. Oh! What the fuck?
After a quick regeneration of my lost body parts, I heard a trap I placed earlier go off, and then I took out this player with the great pistol. But somehow, our numbers dwindled quickly, and I was but one of them.
It's nice to know it's something you can never achieve.
Well, I don't want
to. Oh, rental row.
Did you say rental
don't follow
row?
me.
Did you say rental row?
Retail row. Fuck!
I was able to nab a supply drop right off the bat for some okay loot, but don't worry. Even a legendary minigun wasn't able to help me stave off 3 assailants. Thankfully, Floof revived me, but as soon as we got the ball rolling, a well-placed rocket came in and took us out. We left when the match became a 2 versus 11. We were winning the war, but I ended up falling into a random hole that someone with a minigun just decided to camp in. Alright, whatever, that's how it happened. We thinned the enemy team so quickly, I didn't have much to fight for, so I just built a cute little house. The enemy team was stationed up on the mountain next to Dusty, so there wasn't much we could do. After I was sniped, I was left to bleed to death in my tower. Not quite sure why, but everyone was quoting invincible in the chat. As war has it though, I was preparing for the enemy above me when the enemy to my side took me out. I knew game 21 would go well when I was leaving retail with a blue AR and a guided missile. I also found this weird disc in Wailing. I do generally prefer modern Fortnite to OG, but if there's anything that classic Fortnite has over the modern stuff, it's challenges like these. I miss the fun little stuff. Bring back time trials! I ended up spending most of the match in the view of the guided missile. Not that I got to do much with it, our teammates worked fast. They won the match as I was just providing aerial support.
It was a joke! It was a joke! It was a joke, man!
She did not carry the match. I was correct in threatening her. Behind the bush. They won't see you there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Protected the shack from this intruder. Worst part about this match, though, dying to a JJK skin. Somehow left tilted with only a gray shotgun. Saved this gamer and did a save the world style trade for a guided missile. Proceeded to knock down a single player with it before our little base got stormed like it was Normandy. Yeah, the game entirely revolving around whoever can get the number advantage first is pretty rough. Didn't do too much aside from kill this guy. I also revived all these players. I have no idea what happened over here, but there's like 8 bodies! As you can probably guess from the other short matches, I was singled out and taken out. So that's what 50v50 feels like. It's overall a pretty fun mode, but due to the imbalance of the map, such as bigger POIs pushed to the west side of the map, like Tilted, Greasy, and Snobby, it can feel like one team just has an advantage over the other. The player base's skill has also increased drastically since the original 50v50, leading to larger gaps in skill between teams that could also contribute to it. 50v50 now is quite flawed, but man, it's still so much fun! I generally prefer to play Fortnite solo, but these big team modes allow me to goof off with my friends without being too much trouble.
Oh! Are you sure about that, Floof? Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
50v50 is absolutely a mode that's better with friends, but even without them, it's just good fun. I hope that 50v50 OG returns one day. Just leave the bots out. I'm not the biggest fan of the Chapter 1 map, but once we hit about, like, Season 5, we get the desert back, I think it'll be just about perfect for these larger team modes. And thank you very much for watching. I tried to speedrun this video out so I can work on other projects, but if you enjoyed it and want to see more, then make sure to like and comment and let me know, and subscribe to see my future endeavors. Minecraft movie video coming out probably within a week, I don't know.